Welcome back to Old School New School Podcast, episode 93.
I'm Scott, I'm old school.
I'm Chester, and I'm new school, and today we'll be talking about the Seahawks.
The Seattle Seahawks. Coach Mike McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a new quarterback.
Yeah,
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold from the Vikings.
Big yards last year.
Who you could almost argue had a somewhat MVP caliber season. But do you think it will transfer?
No. Of the two, I think Geno Smith is the better option for Seattle.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he might not be the better quarterback, but he is the better option.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, that doesn't matter anymore since he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam Darnold's there. What have we said about Sam Darnold?
I mean, he's not great if you move him.
Move him off his spot, and he severely struggles. And Seattle's offensive line isn't the greatest in the world.
Nope.
And he's leaving a team that had a lot of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see how it translates. I think it's cool that he had such a disastrous beginning to his career, right, and then kind of rebounded, which is great. That's great to see.
Right.
I think he'll be decent out there, but I don't think he changes much for the Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't think he changes much.
Let's see. They were 10-7 last year. Second in the NFC West. They drafted is he a guard out of North Dakota State? So obviously they knew that they had some deficiencies on the offensive line.
Yeah.
So since they're drafting, this kid at number 18, and they took a safety in the second round. So defense.
Yeah.
I think you and I disagree on something.
That the loss of DK Metcalf will hurt?
Well, I think it's a bigger thing than it's not.
Okay.
Did he not want to be there anymore?
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
What's up with West Coast teams and people just getting sick of playing on, 49ers went through it?
I mean, I just don't think they wanted to pay him that much money, I guess.
But you like JSN, right?
Yeah.
You think he's the better option?
I think so because he's younger.
Yep, that helps.
DK Metcalf is 28. I mean, again, I'm not saying he's not still, a pretty good wide receiver, but, when you're comparing he'll be going into his third year, and you compare someone going into their, 8th or 7th year, it's a big comparison. So I feel like you kind of have to take that into account when you're paying someone big money. But
were his numbers better?
No, I think his numbers were a little bit worse. Okay. I think because I'm pretty sure that Jason was a second option.
Okay.
Okay. But, yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, it's a bummer because it's always good to have two really good receivers.
Yeah.
So now you're down to one, so there's a lot more pressure on them.
Right.
Let's see, last year their offense was 17th, their defense was 14th, so middle of the pack on both sides.
Yeah.
Do you think going into this year, after what we've seen, who, their draft, who came in, who left, do you see this team being better than last year?
I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, sure, yes.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Why not?
I'm not sure. Is it one of those instances where they might be a little better, but they might be worse in their division?
No, I don't think so.
You still think they're the second best team in that division?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. I think the Cardinals going to give them a run for their money for that second spot.
Good for the Cardinals.
Well, I don't know. Is it Rams and everybody else?
Kind of, I guess.
You think so?
I don't know. Stafford getting old, though, so...
He's getting old.
And they keep just... I mean, they got rid of Cooper Kupp. I mean, he didn't really play last year.
Yeah.
And they kind of got Devontae Adams, but he's also old.
Yeah, the Seahawks. I don't.
Yeah.
There's no huge leap that I see happening.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think bringing Sam Darnold in as quarterback is a huge leap over Geno Smith. I think they lost a really good receiver. I'm thinking very similar to last year, 10-7, maybe 9-8.
Okay.
And I think the West is going to be a little bit more competitive this year, so I think we're going to have a little tougher time. Anything else? You got anything else for the Seahawks?
I have nothing.
I got nothing else either. Seahawks fans, tell us we're wrong.
Yeah, I guess.
Tell us we're missing a whole bunch of stuff, like that Cardinals fan did.
Sure.
And that's about it for the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace.